I'm going to show you how a very simple polling, survey, and quiz tool can be used to enhance social atmosphere and encourage learning in your real or virtual classroom. My name is Marie Lippens. Please join me as I walk you through the use of a tool that will take you as little as 3 minutes to set up. I will show you how the tool works, what options you have in using it, and how it can improve the teaching learning experience. I will explain how social dynamics can engage and motivate students, as well as guide teachers towards a better learning experience for all. I'm here on the home page of a nice suite of polling, survey, and quizzing tools hosted by polldaddy.com. There are many tools available that you can use for polling and surveying your students. Polldaddy was chosen for this demonstration for its accessibility, its flexible design, and its clean look. Here I am logged into my account. All I needed was an email address, and I've managed to make an account in about 3 minutes. Once you log in, you come into your workspace called the dashboard. To create something new, we head to the menu on the left-hand side of the screen. You can choose to create a new survey, poll, quiz, or rating. I have created a survey to show you the layout and the options that are available. Here, under my survey, we choose Design Survey. Notice at the top there is a simple and linear menu to follow. First, you design your questions. Second, you collect responses. And third, you can view the results. Each of these stages has many options that allows you to customize to your needs and preferences. Here in the Settings tab, I create a name for my survey. I can also include a custom message. This is also where I set the parameters of access, like when I will open and close my survey, if I will allow multiple responses from one user, and other important access criteria. In the Question Editor tab, you see a nice set of options for question type that you can build literally in seconds. All you do is choose the type of question that you would like and drag and drop it anywhere into your survey. I have created various questions to show you the different question types. There is the classic multiple choice question here on question 3. You can also ask survey respondents to enter their name, and there's a special question just for that. You can ask for free text answers and have your respondent type as little or as much as they would like. You can get into complicated matrix style questions like this one here in question 5. You can have survey respondents rank a list using a simple drag and drop function. You can also ask for numerical responses. You can ask for a URL, even a file upload. Once you've created all of the customizable questions that you would like, it's time to go to the next tab, Survey Style. There is a large set of predetermined templates to follow, and they all look great. I chose something called Clearview. It's nice and clean and easy to look at. Now, as I scroll down, you can see that I have a preview of our survey. This is very important because you want to see exactly what the survey respondents will see when they open the survey. You can see your questions and make sure that they're laid out correctly. The last tab here in the Design Survey menu is called Edit Language. Again, it's very easy to customize. I can change the default language in any one of these phrases to whatever I want. For example, everywhere it currently says continue, I can tell it to say, keep going. This list is extensive and includes every default phrase used. We now move to the Collect Responses tab to see how we can distribute our survey. You can see here that we can send a link directly to our desired destination, a web page, an LMS, a blog, whatever. We can post to social media threads such as Facebook and Twitter. There's even a Facebook app for PollDaddy. Other options? A website pop-up. This is a great just-in-time query. This tab gives you the code to embed in a website. Here's the info for an iPad or iPhone app. And we've got the old school way of emailing to individuals or groups. Okay, now to get to the results of a survey. Simply click on the tab View Results at a later date. You will see all of the answers to your questions and how many people responded to the survey. You can also have the option of obtaining a detailed report. So we went through surveys in quite a lot of detail. The polls, quizzes, and rating options have a lot of the same format ideas and customizable options. I want to quickly show you a couple of examples while we're here back at the dashboard. Here is a poll that I created. Recall that a poll is one quick question. It's a great sort of on-the-fly query that you can ask your students at any point. Here's my question. Were you able to easily access this poll? Yes or no? I definitely want to know the answer to this question. Again, you see the Design tab, Data Collection tab, and Results tab. I was directed to the results because data has already been collected for this poll. Now, I would like to show you a quiz that I created. Here it is in my dashboard menu. It's called Did You Get It? Lesson Closer Quiz. Let's see what I got here. If you had participants respond to your quiz already, then you are directed to the Results tab and you are going to see all the answers to your questions. I designed this quiz as a follow-up to an electrochemistry lesson. So what I'm looking for is to see if my students grasp the concepts that were presented to them in the lesson. So here you can see the green bars are the correct answers and the pink bars are the incorrect answers. In questions 3 and 4, my students didn't do too poorly. Nobody got question 2 right. And question 1 is definitely causing some confusion. This quick quiz has really helped me out. I know where to focus my teaching efforts for this group. Here we have a simple rating that you can embed on a web page. Students have become familiar with ratings through their social media use. You can easily create a thumbs up, thumbs down type of rating or a 5-star rating. Here is a preview of this rating. It simply shows the average star rating from all votes collected. So as you have more visitors to your site, you get a more accurate idea about the value that the students put on the rated resource. So why do we bother to do polls, surveys, quizzes, or ratings? Literature tells us that student engagement is a real problem in many educational contexts. You can redesign courses and programs to enhance engagement, and you should, but course redesign is not something that can be done overnight. This is one way to take a baby steps approach to increase engagement. It takes advantage of what is within reach right now. How do surveys and quizzes help with engagement? We want students to feel like they are an integral part of the learning environment and not just spectators on the sidelines. By requesting information from students before, during, and after a lesson, we keep the lines of communication open at all times. When we act on the feedback that students give us, we're proving to the student that they matter. You can use surveys, quizzes, and polls throughout the lesson. Here are some examples. Before your lesson, you can determine what the students already know and take it from there. During your lesson, Motivate with a little bit of social pressure. Share the results of a poll or survey with the class so each individual sees where they stand with respect to their peers. And after your lesson, test your students' understanding to see if they get what you taught them. You don't want to wait to find out on test day that they missed the point. Here are some ideas that I hope you'll consider to use in your classroom. Use a poll, quiz, or survey to find out your students' goals at the beginning of your course. Find out what they think they know about a particular topic you plan to cover. Quiz students on a topic that you just covered. Ask your students what they like and dislike about a lesson that you just completed, and make sure you share with the whole class. Have students poll their networks about a particular topic. Remember all the options for sharing surveys? If we had a student create an account with just an email address, they could be polling their own networks. Having students share on Twitter and Facebook allow data collection from a student's unique network, which they can share with the class. This works well with large, diverse student populations where results of social investigation can be studied. For example, students can learn about community demographics, sampling, and data management. When students do their homework before class and spend their class session presenting and discussing their findings, we call that flipping the classroom. There are many flipped classroom ideas that are compatible with the polling and survey tools we are exploring. Students can query their communities with this tool. Here are just a few examples. In business, students can ask their network, would you buy this product? In education, how do you learn best? In social studies, where do you obtain information on current events? In history, what events in history impacted your grandparents the most? In math, produce a small math assessment and examine the basic math skills of adults in your community. And in science, ask simple science questions to discover the prevalence of some common misconceptions. There are some important things to keep in mind while you are promoting healthy social motivation using polls, quizzes, and surveys. Always allow students to see everyone's anonymous results. This works in both face-to-face and distance classrooms, even asynchronous environments, as long as you have a group of students learning the same topic within a reasonable time frame, say 1 week. Be sure to make your results anonymous and clearly communicate this to students up front. Singling people out for expressing their opinion will snuff out that motivational spark we're trying to kindle. We also must respect the privacy of our learners. That little bit of extra effort you put into your surveys, polls, and quizzes allows your students to become more engaged and more socially aware. They will thank you. Thank you for listening.